So I just thought I'd do an updated video on this Carrera Impel 3. I've owned this for nearly 2 years now. This is the first ride actually this year. It's not been out through one thing or another. So the battery's been kept in the house, so it's been kept in the warm. Put it back on the bike and it's still held its charge, no issues there whatsoever. Updated the firmware before I come out today, asked for a firmware update and a battery update, so I've done those. And yeah, I've just done maybe 15-17 miles and I've just gone down by 1% on the 1 bar on the battery. So battery efficiency seems to be really good still. I tend to use it quite efficiently. I've got the 3 modes set on the app. So I have number 3 set to 100% power, so that's total assist up to its maximum speed. Number 2 I have set to 69%, and number 1 I think is 45%. 9 times out of 10, if I'm just on the flat or slight inclines, I'm in number 1. It's only when I get to the decent hills I'll knock it into 3 just to give full assist, and that does tend to give you the full range of the bike. I think it says 75 miles range, and it's about right, to be fair. It's not a million miles off if you're using your modes. If you keep on number 3, you are going to lose that battery range. But on this one, it has got the gears. I've had some people ask me about the fixed gear ones. I think the number 1 has got fixed gears. I don't actually use that many gears. If you notice there, I'm in quite a low gear there. And the area that I'm in a bit of a countryside area. Quite a nice day today. And yeah, I don't tend to mess around with the gears too much. The only time I'll go into the higher gears is if it's a really steep hill and I'm in mode 3, but more often than not, I'm in the lower end of the gears. So yeah, if any concerns about the fixed gear bikes, I don't think you'll have any problems with it unless you're going to be doing long miles or really extreme climbs on them. For commuting and just bobbing about on, I think whichever model you decide to go for will be absolutely fine. The only advantage with the 3, which is what I've got, it's got the slightly longer battery life. As we say, it's got the gears on it, and you get your digital display that can be connected to your phone. A couple of people have asked about how to connect to the phone. Dead straightforward. Load the Hyena app onto your phone. Once switched on, double click that top button. You'll get a couple of squares circling onto your display and it will connect. If anybody does want a how-to on how to do that, then I'll certainly do that, because I know a few people have had issues trying to connect to them. Just drop me a message down below and I'll make a how-to. But yeah, it's not too hard to do. As far as the actual bike goes, it's still as I got it from Halfords. A couple of upgrades that I did originally in the earlier videos, if you've watched back on those. I changed the brakes on it straight away because the original brakes were terrible. I put a set of straight handlebars on it, a set of mud guards, and my bottle cage, and a seat. I changed the seat because it had a big sofa on it. But other than that, it's pretty much as it came from Halfords. It has had a service since I've owned it. No issues there at all. A couple of firmware updates, and they did replace the clock for me. That clock fogged up, so they put a new clock under warranty for me, and that's it really. I've not had any issues. I know people have had issues with them. There's a few stories online where people have I think the firmware's failed. Certainly one of my friends, he had some issues early on with them, but as far as my experience with it goes, it's been absolutely superb. I do carry the key with me to release the battery. I once did get an issue with a battery code. I literally took the battery off the bike, put it back on again, and that cleared the code. And that's as much as the faults that I've had. So yeah, I'll certainly answer any questions if anybody's got any questions, and maybe do another update if anybody wants it. Any questions you've got, any particular area that you want to know about this bike. I'm not an expert on it by any means. But there doesn't seem to be much information about them out there, so yeah, drop me some comments and I'll certainly try and help out.